Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I want to work through all the sun signs and look at 2021 in some detail. I'm going to start with Sagittarius. I'll be drawing from oracle cards. I'm also even going to give tea leaf cards a whirl, and we will lay down 12 cards representing each month of the year, and then we'll do the clarification. But first, let's get started with the Mystic Shaman Oracle and see what's coming up for Sagittarius in 2021. I thought I would start with Sagittarius, given it is their season. They have a beautiful solar eclipse on the 14th in their sign. And of course, we have the big conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius on the 21st of September 2021 will be an entirely different year to 2020. So let's have a look. What are the energies, the overall energies for 2021 for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? What are the overall energies for 2021? So I'm seeing that some of you may be lucky in some way. What is this? Okay. So it will also be a year of feeling for you, where Sagittarius is a fire sign. And of course, you know, they often get really immersed in their inspiration, and we forget that inspiration comes from passion. Passion comes from emotion, and we've got that water energy there that is very much present for you. And I feel for some who have been labouring under an issue that they can't really get to the bottom of, that they can't solve, that, you know, it's been this way for a couple of years now. Something is coming to the surface because I'm seeing that moon card there for you. And I do feel there will be luck in some sort of endeavour, whether that's career, finance. I'm getting more of a draw toward those areas. And of course we mustn't forget spiritually as well. So let's see, because, you know, Sagittarius rules the universal law. When I say rules, they are very much resonate with universal law, with ideals. In some ways, they are keepers of the law. They can, when they're positively positioned, then of course they can be wonderfully inspirational, idealistic, motivational people. When they're not doing their shadow work, they can become, well, in some cases, a little bit fundamental and a little bit domineering. They are a mutable sign, so even in their domineering, they're still flexible. And they go with the flow when they have to. So what are the main messages for 2021 for Sagittarius? Main messages 2021 Sagittarius. Some of you will be welcoming a child or a grandchild or a new addition to the family. Now we have spiral here, so there is a great opportunity for all of us with the Jupiter and Saturn moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius on December the 21st, where they will stay. We will in 2021, we've got the spiral. So there's an opportunity to really, it's not just, it's capitalizing on what you've learned in 2020, because we've all been learning the same lessons. So there's an opportunity to take it to the next level, to take those things. And I think this is what's going to push that things coming to the surface that I touched on at the beginning of the reading. It's because you're in a better headspace. It's because you've actually learned a lot in 2020. Yeah, we've got the eagle, and as a result of what has come to the surface, you know, at the beginning of 2020, I did a reading on the great Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, and I said it's going to be a tough year for all the signs, for all of us. And it is one that is going to change structures, alter the way that we live, and that we really needed to do the work. If we did the work, we would be able to reap the harvest because we had planted those seeds. I think this is what you did, Sagittarius, in 2020. And as a result, something comes to the surface and you are really in more of a, with the Aquarian aspects there, it's more comfortable for you to sit in this energy, this air energy. And to me, this represents, it represents freedom, and it represents the opportunity to, again, kick yourself up to that, go to that next level, in, you know, in everything that you do, whether that's in your job, your finances, your family. This is what we call ascension. It's about high-mindedness, and I think that you've put the work in. For some, I think you've put the work in because it has at times felt like you have been cursed. And really, you know, I look at the person's eyes in this card. She has someone holding a hand over her mouth. Sagittarius, I think it was about finding your voice in 2020. Yeah, and creating, and thus creating the space that you need to be your authentic self. Beautiful messages. Yeah, middle world, operating more authentically in this middle world, which is the earthly realm that we live in. And of course, the winds of change have been blowing on us all. But at the end of the day, I think the lesson through things, through the hard work, the shadow work that you did in 2020, the big lesson, the big takeaway, and maybe it'll become really clear with that solar eclipse, because I very much got the moon, the image of the moon, the crab coming to the surface of the water. The solar eclipse will be all about illumination for you. It's in your sign. And I think the great lesson for you is this water energy, going with the flow, learning to meld that fire energy with the emotions. So Sagittarius, wherever you have water in your natal chart, pay particular attention to those water signs and which houses they are in, and you know what they are trined or sextiling or opposed or conjunct to, and really take a look at that, because I think that's going to hold a great deal of insight into your year in 2021. All right, let's now look at the earthly realm, and we'll take a look at the tea leaf cards. I don't usually use them, but I've got them, and I thought, well, it's a special occasion. These are 2020 readings. Let's take a look at what they've got to say. So, given we've got this, you know, what are the impractical matters in 2021? What should Sagittarians bear in mind? In the most earthly practical matters, okay, something's come out. We have thorn, okay, position of authority. That's interesting. Sagittarians are leaders, natural born leaders, because they love to be inspired, they love to learn, they love to inspire others, and they like to gather people around them and take them on their journey with you. They're often in position of leadership. Good leadership really does need self-care and self-nurturing. So for those Sagittarians that are working hard, that may be in positions of leadership, you know, you really do need to work this out. 2021 will not stop for you. You need to be able to get that good work-life balance. And we have inkpot, problems to be resolved. Okay, so don't let things go, I think, is the message here. Deal with things as and when they come up. What are the other messages? In relationships, don't let those, you know, periods of silence ensue without working out, sitting down and talking to someone. Now that card, excuse me, has absolutely flown out. And we've got claw here. Be careful, do not take risks. Okay, well, that really goes for everyone, and that is making sure that we have our feet on the ground, that we don't get ahead of ourselves, slow down, I think is the message here, particularly if you're in a position of authority. Be considered. You don't have to solve everything today. You can wait. And we have coins. Money will be coming to you. So it looks like somebody is going to take a position of authority here. And with it will come some extra money. Now, I'm patient with these tea leaf cards. I really am. I haven't used them before, but they do bring forward those very everyday earthly messages. So it looks like for some Sagittarians, there is a leadership position which will result in money coming to you. Be careful to resolve problems. There's a real pull and feel here to writing. If you don't journal, this might be a good time to start, because you can often work things out when you're actually journaling. It's a very good pastime habit to get into. And be careful, do not take risks. So that really is a very basic message about think before you act. And this can be risks in terms of relationships. You might speak before you think. Just slow down and be quite considered in your communications wherever there's a prickly issue. Could even be, those messages could be for someone at work. All right, we'll just keep going with these. I've got another pile to draw from. Some more messages. Any more messages for Sagittarius? Okay, we have ladder, climbing your way towards success. It fits in beautifully, doesn't it, with the earlier message around position of authority and more money coming to you. I think generally, overall, 2021 is going to be a much better year for Sagittarians, really for all of us, than 2020. And some would say, how could it get any worse? And you've also got dog protection from a powerful friend. So wherever something is risky and you've got somebody that in your corner, don't hesitate to talk to them about it. And we have younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Okay, so maybe that's just somebody to watch for. Could be a childlike energy. One more, please, Spirit. A younger person may be important to you. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. I love these wind chimes. I had them hanging from our veranda in the outback where I was born and raised, and I used to love going to sleep to the sound of these wind chimes. So there's an overall message of harmony for you, I think, Sagittarius, even in those humble tea leaf cards, that things will be a lot more peaceful, a lot more harmonious. But the caution here is do not, forget the shadow work that you've done this year. Don't forget the lessons that you've learned. All right, let's move to the tarot. And I didn't ring my bell. And I like to ring my bell. Okay, so before we start the month-by-month focus, let's just clear this energy and really focus in on each month of next year. Okay, Sagittarius in 2021. That last one was a very nice note, I might say. Okay, so let's take a look. We want 12 cards month by month. Let's take a look at 2021 month by month from January through to December for our Sagittarian friends. Month by month, Sagittarius 2021. So what is coming up month by month for Sagittarians, please, Spirit? What is coming up month by month for Sagittarius? Now that would have to be January. So we have the Four of Cups. So, really, this is, well, I'll clarify in a minute, but this is this legacy here. You know, if we've lost in 2021, remember that there is a new cup there for us to take. And you know that the message in this particular card is don't be too downhearted. Give it time. Your year is going to look up. All right, so let's have a look month by month. We've got January. Let's do February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. Month by month, please. February through to December, please, Spirit. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. So February, we've got the Two of Wands, which is talking about patience. You know, I do think that when none of us are going to sort of feel like we've got this new start until about March of next year. I feel January and February are sort of like the mopping up. So March, we have the King of Pentacles. That could be when that new job comes through. Or is that the King of Swords? Okay, I think it is the King of Swords. All right, the Wheel of Fortune. So now we're moving in. Things are starting to pick up. January, February, March, April, May. I'll just lay them out. May, June, July, August. I'm running out of room. Let me just bring this back a bit. September, October, November, December. Okay, that's interesting. All right, base of the pack is the Page of Swords. This is really a new start for you, Sagittarius, in 2021. She is moving and she's really tackling those things that she built upon in 2020, he or she. This page is going to walk into that dark cave. It's like with that sword there, that you're able to face anything that comes your way. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, you know, maybe for some there could be a need to review their finances and really face some kind of truth. But I feel even with that message that with the Three of Pentacles, there is working together. You're going to work it out. So if there is a downturn financially, you're going to work that out as well. But let's have a look at these specific messages. Yeah, that could be where that that breakthrough comes in with that Wheel of Fortune there. So let's start with January with this Four of Cups. I'll bring the laptop down and we'll start with the Four of Cups. Of course, the Four of Cups is, you know, really being disappointed, still feeling that hangover energy from 2020, but there is a cup there for you, and it is the Ace of Cups, which is a new start. So let's see, show me what's happening in January for Sagittarius. January for Sagittarius in 2021. So we have, still this Seven of Wands energy, having to stand your ground over something. And it could be like you go, oh no, it's still happening. I haven't moved on. But be patient, because here we have our Page of Swords there, which is double validation. It's at the base of the pack, so it's very important that you will wield that truth. And I do see the Eight of Pentacles here again. So you could be in line because of a particular skill you have. You could be starting a new job, for example. That could be what that ace is. So if it is a bit disappointing for you, don't despair. Because things will improve for you. You just have to be patient, which is the message of this card, this particular card. It's like don't fall back into old habits and patterns. Here's our Aquarius or Gemini energy. This very much, you know, going back to the facts, not descending into, you know, into any kind of downward spiral. The choice is yours, I feel, but with a little bit of patience we get there. So in February, with a little bit of patience, it'll be okay. Show me what's coming up in February. Why is this Two of Wands here? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. You know why it's there? You've got two queens. The pathway to stability for you, Sagittarius, is to nurture yourself. It is putting, well, when I say boundaries, it's learning when to say no. And you do that because you have to nurture yourself. And one more card, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be around this work. You might step into something new. You might be offered a promotion, or you might start a new job. There is extra money coming to you. Don't fall back into the same old patterns. We work to live. We don't live to work. And that is really true for Sagittarians, because they can get very carried away with their passion. Boots and all is a good way to describe it. Now we have the King of Swords here. That, again, you've had the Queen of Swords come up and you've had the King of Swords. This could be an Aquarian energy here, this Aquarian energy making itself known. Let's just have a look. Gemini or Libra male that might come into your life, or could be to do with someone already in your life. The King of Swords is very balanced. The King of Swords knows when to very artful in communication, but also has a plan and a strategy. I feel this is you. So by March, you are coming out of what I would call a funk, and you're moving quite into this kingly energy. Show me why this king is here, please. Okay, so we've got our moon card. So something comes to the surface. The truth emerges in March, which is probably why things move forward for you. Could be in relation to a family matter here. This can sometimes be indicated with the Five of Wands. But it's a breakthrough, because guess what? The King of Cups comes forward as well. Two kings, king on king. So this is this water energy going with the flow, which came up for you at the beginning of the reading. All right, let's move to April. The Wheel of Fortune. Something changes in April for you. This is a very auspicious card, and it marks the beginning of a new cycle for you. So mopping up those first 2 months, something critical, well, let's say critical, something happens in March, and then we move to April. So the Death card has come out, the Wheel of Fortune. Something ends and something begins. We've got the Eight of Swords, so that is the ending of restriction, and the wheel starts to move forward. Okay, again, coming back to this situation that may have been dogging you for a couple of years, and here we have our new start here. So by April, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's some kind of new start, and this additional money might be coming through to you. Let's take a look at May. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely something new. April, May, watch for something new to occur that has to do with finances and money. That's after that Wheel of Fortune energy comes through. Wow. That's, I like that. So May, what's happening in May with this Ace of Pentacles? May, Ace of Pentacles, something new occurring. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups. This could be leaving an old job, starting a new. And here's an offer. So it could be that. That can also be an apology. It can also be an offer of love. But I do feel this is around career with this Hierophant here. This could be, yeah. And you could also be traveling. For some Sagittarians, they might be traveling in May. But it's definitely the start of something new for you. All right, April, May, June. We're getting almost halfway through the year. And we have, what is this card here? Just bear with me for a minute. There's no number, nothing on it. Oh, okay, well, we might wait for the clarification. It looks a little bit like the Devil card, but it might be just, yes, I know, it's Guardian Angel. Aha, all right. So this particular Templar Tarot has one additional card, and it is the Guardian card. So you've got protection with you, and you probably have had for some time, but it becomes very obvious in June. And here we go again. It's almost like you've got, with this Queen of Cups, this kind of guiding, could be passed over loved ones. It could be, friends that have gone before, or in some way it could be your guardian angels, some angelic realm. You have protection that keeps bringing you back to the same message, and that is about nurturing yourself. What is the Guardian doing here in this spread? What is the Guardian? It threw me for a minute, but I'm so glad it came up. Show me what the Guardian is doing here. Yeah, knowing when to retreat and when to move forward. Yeah, okay. So the Five of Cups, again, that emotional energy, not descending, that spiral, not going back into the negative emotions, but really nurturing yourself and taking that step back. That Hermit energy, you might, June, you might be processing something that where you need a little bit of extra help from Spirit. Show me more about this energy, please. Show me more about this energy. Yeah, okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, that's freedom, freedom and money. And then we've got juxtaposed by the Seven of Pentacles, so encouraging you perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps it is that you've got to pull back and budget. Yes, you do with this Five of Pentacles. However, it's okay. We've got the Knight of Wands, so remembering the plan and moving forward with the plan. So something in June, something around money, maybe having to conserve money, and not forgetting that you need to nurture yourself when life's all about the ups and downs. Next year won't be any different, and it is about knowing how to, let's just say, my mother used to say, roll with the punches. I don't know where that saying came from, but it's that kind of energy. It's going with the flow. Going with the flow is a big lesson for you next year. Let's have a look at what happens in July. We've got the Ace of Wands. Very much, you had that Knight of Wands. You've got a plan, and you're putting it to good use in July. This is a new start for you. It's Wands, it's fire energy. When the going gets tough, Sagittarius, you do rally. You do rally. Okay, so yeah, something has occurred here. It might be a downturn financially that you're worried about, but we've got this new start and we've got victory. So victory over adversity. So whatever happened in June, here's the Tower moment. You're moving through it and you're victorious over it. And because you've learnt those lessons from the past. Okay, July, August, we're getting through the year. We have the Six of Wands, so we have victory. Victory in August, I love it. Sorry, I'll bring the laptop down. So you had victory through planning and through moving forward, regardless of what life throws at you. The Six of Wands, show me what's here for the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, please. Okay, the Ace of Cups says new emotional starts. It could have been after that loss. Be careful, again, make wise choices because there is some kind of loss there. But you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is stability, and the Sun coming out. So, yeah, so this is whatever happens in June, July. You're back on your feet by August. Let's have a look at September, the Emperor, taking control. What's all this about, please? The Emperor card, taking control over some whatever it was that happened mid-year for you. that cause that anxiety. This could also be for some Sagittarians, they're undertaking some learning, because I'm just getting a draw to all these books. Yeah, it could be, again, some kind of learning, judgment, things coming to an end, new cycles. We go through this throughout the year. And we sail through them when we know how to bring something to a close that should be closed, and we know when we need to begin again or start something new. I think that some Sagittarians will be studying by the time we get to September. All right, show me why the Emperor is here, taking control, moving forward. Yeah, it's healing after an ending. And we've got the Lovers card here, and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are really, I guess, turning for you because you're taking control. You're standing strong. You're not giving an inch, and that's important for you. And here's our Seven of Wands energy. So it could be whatever was happening in January might raise its head again in September. Let's take a look at October. Okay, Two of Cups, coming together with somebody, love. If you're going through any sort of relationships, problems or issues throughout the year, you're going to reconcile. You're going to get on top of them. Show me what this Two of Cups is here for. Could be signing contracts as well. Yeah, no, it's about love. Okay, it's about love. Yeah, you're going to work together, and you're going to plan together. So if you have if you disagree with your partner around this time, know that you're going to get on the same page together, because this is all about working together and coming back into contract and commitment with one another. Justice. We have Justice in November. Justice in November. What's going on here? Why is this Justice card here? Justice in November. Justice is, I often think of justice as something that has been taken away is given back, because the scales have to be evened out. Show me the Justice card here. Justice. Show me Justice. Okay, so we have the Hermit card, which is introspection and review. And we have this beautiful healing, the Six of Swords, moving on, transitioning. And we have the Two of Swords. So it could be decision. You have to make a decision in November. Something around emotion, an emotional decision. But it brings with it, it's not going to be easy, because the Tower is all about, these two cards are all about change. It's about change in November. And moving. I mean, for some of you, it could even be moving home, because the Six of Swords talks about moving on. You could have a decision to make. One more card, please. The Queen of Cups. She certainly is there for you, Sagittarius. There is a decision for you to make in November. It could be even as simple as changing homes, relocating to another area. And finally, we have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant energy in the tarot. It's about the higher sources. You had that Guardian card here. Whatever occurs next year, you're getting help. You're getting help from Spirit. Let me just bring this forward. Show me the High Priest. Okay, so this could be around work, and also money here. Those two Pentacle cards flew out. The High Priest. What is the High Priest doing here? Connecting with Spirit. The Hierophant. Structures. Higher structures in society. Your higher mind. What is going on here by December? Show me, why is the High Priest here? Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords. This could be, again, Seven of Swords can be self-deception. It can also be deception around money as well. So watch for that. For some, this is even a court case. The Hierophant can often represent the courts. December, what is the High Priest here? And the Seven of Swords energy. Yeah, okay, so there's some kind of deception around money here in December. And it's, yeah, it could be you, it could be someone else you know. But there is a restriction here for you. But this is what I get for you every time something occurs, Sagittarius. On the one hand, life throws you a curveball, and on the other, it sends you something as well. And here is that overall theme of luck in 2021. Luck and happiness, they keep coming back to you, which take the grey clouds away and reveal a beautiful blue sky for you. So look, it's an up and down year. It's a year where things could end and new things could begin. It's a year where you're throwing curveballs, but somehow the universe is looking after you and intervenes and helps you. But the overall message for you is whatever shadow work you've done in 2020, don't forget the lessons, or remember the lessons, I should say. Remember the lessons, because it's a soft landing for you in 2021 when you remember the work you've done, the shadow work you've done in 2020. So I hope you enjoyed that 2021 look for you, Sagittarius, and namaste.